Hello everyone, thought I'd do a quick video here on this because I'm a big Resident Evil fan. I love the Resident Evil 2 remake despite some of the issues I had with it. Minor details mostly involving the story, but gameplay wise, I liked it. So the trailer just dropped, which is some good news. I had a rough night last night. Won't get into that. Just stupid, petty fucking bullshit. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of pause in between, and I hate that I hate how XSplit has this set up because I have to like make it gargantuan in order to like jump around. So I'm probably gonna stop here and there, but we shall see. All right, and without further ado, let's see. Hope I get to see Nemesis. I mean, I'm sure he's gonna be in there. He'll probably be in a stinger.
I've never seen anything like it. I haven't been able to sleep this week.
Doggos.
You gotta stay strong.
Oh, go away, thing.
There, right?
How did this
All right,
happen?
calm down, buddy. Calm down.
Send reinforcements.
No, wait, hurry up! Help me!
Okay, so let's flash through all the Resident Evil 2 tidbits. Yeah, because Resident Evil 3 takes place before, or yeah, the first half of Resident Evil 3 takes place. Yeah, rewinding the clock. Rewinding the clock. September 20th, Raccoon City. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm assuming it's using the same engine. Right, so I'm assuming this is Jill running from Nemi. Or zombies. I wonder if they're gonna introduce mechanics like that where you like barricade doors and whatnot. Because this one's set out in the city, like you'll be in the city for the majority of the game. Whoa. Oh shit, was that? I think that was Nemesis. Alright, we got Jill.
Jill, over here.
Okay. Giving me, what's her name from Terminator? Sarah Connor. Giving me, she looks very Sarah Connor-y. I've seen the screenshots of her before, but yeah, I like this look. And I'm glad she's not wearing that ridiculous outfit she had in the original. Fucking boob tube and a miniskirt. I mean, I liked it, but practically speaking, it was dumb. I like this more. She's, wearing, like black jeans or something to that effect, and then, a little tank top. She looks like a survivalist in this one, like something you would see in The Walking Dead.
What the hell? How could this many people be infected?
That's typically what happens in cities.
This city is completely cut off.
That's Mikhail, I believe.
Isolated.
Don't look at me.
I'm
like
glad they
that,
kept
alright?
him
I'm
in.
not infected.
Don't know who that is.
But right now it's got a hard on for the only 2 stars left.
I thought that was Chris for a second. I'm like, why the fuck is Chris in this? But it's Brad, but why does he look like Chris's, like, I don't know, younger brother or cousin or something?
We don't need a bleeding heart like you getting in the way.
I don't need a bleeding heart like you. Oh, Carlos.
Star's office has to be in this direction.
I'm glad they included pretty much the entire original cast. I mean, Nikolai's nothing special, but...
I want the world to know what they've done.
Oh, my head.
What's wrong with Umbrella?
I can't stop them
Get
all.
to the chopper if you want to live.
You guys are the ones who caused all of this.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, Jill looks really
I
good.
could be dreaming.
What? Okay, that was a little scary. Oh, that's what, yeah, she does get infected. That's right, yeah, she gets infected. But then she gets cured, so it's all good.
Commitment, honesty, integrity, these are the core values
Oh,
that create
shit.
the foundation for Umbrella Corp.
No, really? Really? I already got an announced date. Well, shit. All right. Can't say I'm gonna pre-order because last time I pre-ordered something, WWE 2K20, the game was well, it's not total trash. I mean, comparatively speaking to all the other wrestling games, it is fucking trash. But yeah, I'm not pre-ordering unless they. I don't know. Then again, Resident Evil 2 did really well. I pre-ordered it and I was satisfied with it. So I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me on this one, but. Didn't really see much of Nemesis. I mean, this is the announcement trailer. There's gonna be more trailers later on down the line, but I'm glad they use the same graphics engine. Jill looks nice. I like the new look of Carlos. Didn't really I didn't really care much for his original. He just felt like a generic nobody. I'm glad Mikhail and Nikolai are in this. Brad's in it. I'm wondering if he's going to have a bigger role in the game or not. They have to give him the iconic death though, because his death in Resident Evil 3 was just that's what sold Nemesis and made him like I wouldn't say scary, but intimidating. Like he's because the third game, and I've heard this argument made plenty of times. That's when, well, actually, the argument could be that Resident Evil 2 is when it stopped playing to the survival horror and more to the action, but it still had the survival horror aspects in it. You know, it still felt like a scary game, like the world was out to fucking kill you and whatnot. But Resident Evil 3 felt more like a thriller chaser kind of thing, where yeah, you were scared when Nemesis was going to show up, but once you've played the game enough times, you kind of get a feel for when he's going to show up. And there are some times where he'll pop up in different places depending on your playthrough and whatnot. Because I think a couple of them are random encounters, but for the most part, it's all scripted. And I'm wondering if they're going to make him like an uber fast guy, or if they're going to make him similar to Mr. X, where he's kind of quick, but he's not like charging at you. Because like you can get a bit of an adrenaline rush from Nemesis, but when he shows up, you're not like, oh fuck, or I mean, you're like that actually. Yeah, you are like that because you're in panic mode. You're trying to get away from him, or if you're like me and you use fucking save states, you know, the good old necroscope way, then you just save state the shit out of him, and then eventually he fucking drops. But I hope they make him more of a creepy stalker kind of thing, where he, I guess, like Mr. X. He's patrolling around looking for you, hunting you. Um, Although I mean, I personally didn't mind Mr. X. That's just me personally speaking. But a lot of people felt like he was something of a roadblock, like he was just kind of annoying. And I could see that perspective. But for Nemesis, I'm trying to think of like how I would make him work. You can't do it the way he was in the original Resident Evil 3. It just I don't like the super bail rushing dude. I mean, yeah, that would intimidate the fuck out of me. But this one, I get the feeling he's gonna be a bit more of a slugger. And whoa, what the fuck was that? Like the lighting was flickering. I thinking another light bulb might be dying, but actually it was coming from the screen. I don't know. Maybe Nemesis just landed outside. Well, I'm not a Stars member, so I should be okay. Um, but yeah, like this game's gonna be set more in the city, which is another small gripe I had with the Resident Evil 2 remake, where you were only in the city for like maybe 5 seconds, if that. It's just a quick jog and boom, the police station's there conveniently. And then I think Leon goes back out to, or no, he goes to Robert or Kendo's gun shop, and that little scene happens that felt a little forced. Now that I'm looking back on it, they just like, oh shit, we forgot the gun shop on our. Well, let's just insert him into this scene randomly. And they did make a DLC campaign with his character, so I guess there is that too. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm glad April. I mean, that's right around the damn corner. You know, like 3-4 months from now. Yeah. Again, I like Carlos's look. Mikhail looked about the same as he did in the original, except maybe a bit more, rugged and whatnot. And then Nikolai, meh, he didn't really do shit for me. The only reason Mikhail actually even gets a mention from me is because of just how he went out like a badass in the original. Like he just gave, or not that he gave no fucks, but he just threw caution to the wind. Like he knew he was gonna die. He's like, "Fuck it, I'm going out on in a blaze of glory," and quite literally went out in a blaze of glory, and actually saved Jill and Carlos. So death wasn't in vain. Um, Oh, I wonder if they're going to include Barry, because he actually can show up in the game if you make certain decisions. Some of them just don't make sense to me as to why it has to be specifically this way, but I don't know. It is what it is. Now I wonder if this one's going to have the multiple ending outcomes, because there's one. Let's see, in the original, there's one where it's just Jill that survives, one where it's just Carlos and Jill, and the pilot's just some random guy. Or no, I think Carlos finds a helicopter and then he pilots it. And then the third one is Barry ends up showing up and rescuing you and Carlos. Yeah, I don't think there's anything where it's just Barry and Jill escaping. I think you have to have Carlos with you. Like Carlos has to survive. And then another thing that can happen is Nikolai can either live or die. I think in my last Let's Play, I think I ended up killing him. Yeah, I ended up killing him. But it doesn't matter because he didn't show up in any other games except for like the renditions. Like I believe it was the Umbrella Chronicles. It's the last game he appeared in. But I'm hoping they do something more with his character. Granted, I did not like the way they did William in the Resident Evil 2 remake. I did not like the way they did Annette. They did Annette fucking dirty. She just was. She was kind of an anti-heroine in the original. Like you could kind of get where she's coming from. She was very untrustworthy, or not untrustworthy, untrusting, a little paranoid. But the second Claire brings up, Sherry, she's like, mom mode is engaged, and she's like, where the fuck's my daughter at? And I felt like she actually gave a shit about her daughter, and they made William kind of more of a sympathetic villain, kind of. Whereas in this one, actually, no, in this one they gave more clarity as to why Umbrella was going after him because I don't think they really got into the fact that he was going to end up selling the virus to the U.S. government, to the military, and then make money for himself and basically undercut Umbrella's bottom line. So I guess they fleshed him out a little bit more here, but his character just I don't know. Oh, and Irons. God, they fucked Irons up so bad. Like he was creepy as shit in the original Resident Evil 2, but in this one, in Resident Evil 2 remake, he was just a fucking asshole, and he lasted for all of like 2 minutes. And yeah, his death was. I mean, it felt like it was just straight out of Alien. It wasn't as gruesome as his two deaths are in the Resident Evil 2 remake. One is where like his chest literally splits open, like the dude is like cut in half, and the little mutant thing spawns out of him. And then in the other death he has, I believe in the the Claire B scenario, William just like yanks him down and then throws his torso up after like beating the holy flip out of him. Don't know why I censored myself there. Random censorship. I've been watching too many YouTube videos where people like go out of the way to censor themselves, and I hate it. I hate that so goddamn much. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I think I've rambled on long enough. Looking forward to this. The new Nemesis look. I've seen the screenshots of him and whatnot. I think that's why I think they're going for a more sluggish, maybe kind of weird moving, like maybe he slumps and then he just maybe twitches and just stumbles towards you. Because that would be fucking freaky. That would work for me. But yeah, I've liked everything I've seen so far. I don't know if I'm going to react to any of the other trailers. If there's a gameplay one, I might. I want to react to shit I'm going to give actual commentary on with this because I have shit to say because Resident Evil is a franchise I love very much, even despite it had like some issues going on with it. When Resident Evil 5 and 6 were it was going through a phase. It got its shit together. It went to rehab, and it's like, okay, I'm getting my life back together, guys. I'm back. I'm fresh. Came back with Resident Evil 7. That was a good game. Not my favorite personally. I'm not a fan of the first person kind of Outlast gameplay. Even though I'm not shading on Outlast. Outlast was a good game. I just not my forte. I admit I fucking sucked at it. Okay, I sucked at it, but it's not my style. I'm not saying it's a bad game, just not my style. And Resident Evil 7 was basically Outlast, but with combat. But again, I didn't hate it. It just wasn't my favorite. But yeah, the Resident Evil 2 remake, the Resident Evil 3 remake looks promising. They did well with Resident Evil 2, and given that they used the same engine, yeah, I imagine the development cycle for this one was just pretty damn simple, especially since it's roughly in the exact same location. Just you got the watchtower, the factory, the sewers. Well, no, yeah, they could actually reuse the sewers from the remake of Resident Evil 2, but I'd prefer they didn't. I'd rather go to a different part of the sewer, but I don't know. We shall see. Anywho, folks, let me know what you thought, and I will also leave a link down below if you did not hear very well on the video I was using. Shout out the Residents of Evil too, because that's how I found the thing. I'm not subscribed to them for some reason. I think YouTube unsubscribed me, but anyways, give them a sub, give them a shout out. Anywho, I will see you all next time.